Sir John said if he understands this is the biggest moment he's ever had. His family understands, and I think all the pressure in the Fury family tonight is squarely on Tommy Fury, and I'm here for it. Gets ready to make the walk in the biggest fight of his life.
It's the prime card main event. Undefeated fighter versus undefeated fighter. Somebody's has got to go. Are you ready? Now making his entrance to the ring, Tommy.
The greatest heavyweight of all time. When your name is Fury, when you know that you are supposed to be the pro boxer, you can put a lot of pressure on yourself, but let's make it relatable. He's a father now. He wants to increase his career. And tonight, Ariel, on this stage, in front of the entire world, this man has a chance to do just that.
And I can't wait to see how he looks, guys, because he's putting that pressure on his shoulders. He says that the performance that he has against Jake Paul isn't good enough tonight. He can't just go the distance with KSI. He can't just use his jab and pitter-patter and win 10-9 rounds. He needs a stoppage. He needs to show everyone that he is worthy of all this. And so he's putting that pressure on himself to try and finish KSI, and in doing so, perhaps, finish this whole crossover boxing scene.
You wonder who's got more pressure. Is it KSI, who literally created this entire space, this entire league? Or is it Tommy Fury, who is expected by almost everybody to come here and ruin the show? Let's take the crossover word out of it for a second. KSI is a global superstar. There is certainly a lot of pressure on him to show up tonight, because this is about a moment. This is about a night. This is about all of these people. You can't replicate this. The pressure is certainly on both.
I think it's all on that man, Tommy Fury's shoulders. He has to win.
And now, making his entrance, the Nightman,
You're looking at a man that was just a no-name video game player 10 years ago. Now he's maybe the biggest name in all of England. KSI has taken this country and, quite frankly, Ariel, the world by storm.
His pounds with 108 diamonds and 24-karat gold leaf for this fight. Pretty remarkable considering he was a guy that started in his bedroom doing YouTube videos.
Well, if he gets his mouthpiece knocked out, I'm on the scramble.
I told you when it turns up 2 rounds, and when there's enough, Batman to the block, spend the young big man to some rock, TV, Chinese, go on the Jim Jones, holding it down with their hand to the clock. They got my man them a lot, we handle a lot, flash your man them talk, me and you a couple, you can stand them a watch, my people work, you can put their hands in your watch, BEG, I put your man in the box. TDJ shots, I treat my little like fam now, boss. With my man, them a hot. With your man, them a deep couple, and you ran to the top. Big boy, put it to the hand of the shot. I took her by the hand a lot, but that was all I meant, hand to the lot. With the black jack, put my hand to the lot. See him was bagging up, ran to the spot. Shots in my ground, and jumped in my vehicle. Gassed up now, I'ma slam me a rock. To my job, friends on the ground, and they got to the top. Over the top to the, would have stopped getting.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please remain upstanding as Miss Scarlet Fletcher will now sing the national anthem of the United Kingdom, God Save the King.
God save our great, long live our noble King. God save send him victorious, happy, loving God.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the AO Arena, Manchester, United Kingdom, Misfits Boxing proudly presents the Prime Card. The main event, 6 3-minute rounds in the Cruiserweight division. Sponsored by Kick, Stake, and of course, Prime. And streamed worldwide exclusively on DAZN. Sanctioned by the Professional Boxing Association, General Secretary Michael Baker, Supervisor at ringside Mickey Van. The timekeeper is Peter McCann. The 3 judges scoring will be Rafael Ramos, Joel Elizondo, and Roberto Ramirez. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, your referee Mark Calloway. And now, the officials are ready, the fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from Manchester, England, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black and orange and weighing in officially at 182.6 pounds. He has a perfect professional record consisting of 9 fights, 9 victories, including 4 big wins by knockout, with his last victory over Jake Paul. From right here in Manchester, the proud member of the Gypsy King fighting family, the undefeated Tommy Fury. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and green, and officially weighing in at 181.3 pounds. He has a professional record consisting of 6 fights, 5 victories without a loss, 1 draw, 1 no contest, and 4 of his 5 wins by knockout victory. He's the YouTube megastar and influencer, actor, musician, entertainment producer, and entrepreneur. Fighting out of London, England, the fighter known as the Nightmare, he wants to destroy everything KSI has created. As for the Nightmare, he took this fight for one reason: to do what Jake Paul couldn't do, beat Tommy Fury. Let's go! Tommy Fury's really going to have to withstand the early onslaught by KSI. He's got a ton of energy. He's super quick aerial, and we know that he can throw a lot of punches. Tommy needs to wait for that.
KSI employing that London shoot fighter style, taught to him by the likes of Michael Bennett Page, keeping his hands down. That is not going to be effective against a boxer like Tommy Fury, he has to keep his hands up more, in my opinion.
He's digging to the rib cage as KSI. He'd love for this to be a brawl. He doesn't want to box Tommy Fury. Jake Paul tried to beat him at boxing. They came up with a big right hand for KSI. That was a straight right hand. You're talking about the quick disadvantage. We saw it right there.
Idris Virgo told us yesterday he has sparred KSI. He gets headaches after sparring him. That he's a lot faster and a lot better than people think. We're getting a glimpse of that right now.
You can never underestimate an opponent. I don't care who it is. KSI says, I'm just built different. That's why I'm going to win. Hands by the waist, though, not a good idea. Strategy is clearly rush in and then tie him up. He doesn't want to let Tommy Fury allow the distance to be an advantage. And oh, by the way, boys, this place is electric.
It's unbelievable.
There was a shot behind the head. That has been an issue somewhat in these fights leading up to tonight, is that a lot of these fighters that don't quite have the experience turn their heads quite a bit in these fights. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, clearly.
Clearly back of the head.
Sure was. Guilty as charged for Tommy Fury. They're not going to take a point, though. Get back into the fray here. KSI back on his toes. Boys, as much as we complain about Logan Danis not engaging, we certainly don't have that issue in the main event. Already more action in this fight than we saw over 5 rounds, 6 rounds in that one.
I think KSI has caught Tommy a little bit by surprise here. I don't think he thought that he would be this mobile, this fast, and this effective.
This crowd going bonkers over every single punch. Well, Tommy was embracing being the bad guy or being good or being the heel, whatever you want to call it. But when the bell rings, and Ariel, to your point, when he took that straight right down Broadway, I think it really stunned him. Good body shot from KSI. And he may have very well won the first round of this fight. Off the charts, he's in fantastic shape. But you look at Tommy, you know he is too.
The referee, I think, needs to start breaking them up a little bit sooner. Like, why are you letting this go?
Well, if it's an active clinch, you let him fight it out. You get a hand free, you let him go. At least that's
Continuously, he's trying to do it every time. He's giving him another warning.
To your point, Chris, the cardio so far is absolutely on point. And Ariel, it's interesting. Most anybody think, well, that doesn't seem like a fast round. They didn't stop the clock for the point deduction. Wow.
Get behind that double jab right hand. Box him up a little bit, then get back out. Your Rio's great. All that front handshake. Deep breath and hold there. You're up and all around, and he's got point off. Yeah. Stay in the clinch with him and make him fucking, if he's going to hit the back head again, it'll be another point off. Yeah. Okay. How do you feel? Fine. Don't fall short. Yeah. And keep the concentration there, okay? Alright? Get behind that double jab right hand. Find the right to the body. Find the jab to the body and fly one, okay? Yeah? Don't fall short. The uppercut's going to be on soon as well. You're not throwing nothing. You're doing great. You're doing great. You've won every round. Every round.
Well, we're back, and as we look at some of the highlights from the second round, I really thought that Tommy Fury was kind of telegraphing his right hand in area. I thought KSI did a really nice job of throwing the counters, especially in the clinch. You know, if you ask people that KSI would win. You said, how's he going to do it? Most people are like, I don't know. He's just going to find a way. He always seems to. And so far, he's found a way.
And that point deduction in the second round could loom large
Huge.
if Tommy doesn't pick up.
Absolutely huge. Well, listen, if KSI won the first 2 rounds, including round 2 by 10-8, that means Fury's got to win the rest of them.
Nobody punch. Nobody punch.
The knock on Tommy has always been that he can't put people away. He had trouble putting away Anthony Taylor, who has fought at as low as 145 in MMA. It's going to be very hard for him to put KSI away if he continues to fight like this. How do you get that seat though? Wow.
Oh, he's left for top hand. You see, KSI has the word legacy tattooed across his back. That's what he's fighting for here tonight. Can you imagine if he beats Tommy Fury in one of the biggest pay-per-views in history? Tommy Fury starting maybe to turn the momentum in his favor here in round 3. And I would really let KSI come to me. It seems like he's figured out the speed of the fight. Now let's use the counter game to really get some shots in on KSI, because so far we haven't seen hardly anything land clean.
I'd love to see Tommy Fury box. Use the jab, use his foot movement. He is the boxer here, right? That's what he's been telling us. And he's not really using the boxing skills that got him the win over Jake Paul. This referee needs to get a little bit more control of this fight.
Well, I mean, to his credit, he took a point array in round 2. And there's another hit behind the head from Fury.
Let him go, Tommy.
If you're talking game plan, so far the game plan for KSI, in my opinion anyway, is a much better game plan than what Tommy Fury currently is attempting to use. Keep in mind, Tommy Fury's fight against Jake was 8 rounds. This is only 6. So he couldn't wear down Jake over 8. He's trying to do the same here to KSI. Glance up at the clock for KSI, who's certainly starting to feel some fatigue now here in the 4th. I would be very, very careful if I am KSI, taking my head to where he's thinking it every single time. If Tommy can time up a left uppercut, he can connect. And that'll do it for round 4. Let's check in with Olivia.
Yes, thank you. I'm with Idris. We're ringside. Idris, you were going, whoa. Is that round finished? What did you make of that?
That was an epic round, man. It's very close, very close. But JJ just getting warmed up. I think he's using this kind of pressure from Tom, because that's what kind of pressure I get from JJ in sparring. And I guarantee now, these 2 rounds, KSI is going to come out and knock him out.
So you think KSI is going to knock him out in the next 2 rounds?
I still
Trained professional, you figure out how to beat these kind of guys.
Close the angles, pop him, make him regret keeping his hands down.
Yeah, you try to outpoint him, and then when you have an opportunity for a knockout, you try and take it. But when you're the better boxer or the more experienced boxer, that's what you need to do. He's put it into the hands of KSI, and the hands eventually of the judges, and who knows what they're thinking right now. Another warning from the referee. But even then, if you're Fury, why not step out of the fray and land a nice 1-2? That's the point.
Do you guys think that it is a moral victory for KSI if he goes the distance?
No.
Or else he loses?
Not this way. If it was an action-packed fight, sure. But not this way. Hey, but KSI will take a win by hook or crook. I mean, he was a massive underdog. Run with it. Yeah, run with it. It's on Tommy Fury to make this. Both guys connected. You know, KSI might have gotten that round.
punching in the clinch. Also, don't neglect, he's going to come out hard, yeah. Do me a favour. Aim low with your fucking shot. Okay? Get behind your double jab. Why don't you get behind the double jab? And then reload. You might find hand, and then look, you'll stick around and try and get the end of it. A little more water? Alright. You want a little more?
To go, and how big will that point deduction in round 2 for hitting behind the head to Fury weigh in on things? If this fight ends 3 rounds to 3, KSI is going to win 100%. A must-win round 6 here, you would think, for Tommy Fury.
I like that advice from KSI's corner. Aim low. Your hands are low, so maybe go to the body to try and throw Tommy off his game a little bit here.
Well, Tommy clearly knows where the punches are coming from at this point, and I think that would work. Try something different to perhaps steal this round or just win this round outright. Well, you know, Tommy Fury has got perhaps the greatest heavyweight, or at least one of them of all time, in his corner, who should be giving him these instructions on how to beat someone like KSI, but Fury's either not taking the directions or he simply can't do it. Just as I said that, he lands a right hand. Everything KSI has touched in his life has turned to gold. Is he about to pull off perhaps the biggest coup d'etat we've ever seen?
And guys, the problem with diminishing your opponent's skills leading up to a fight is when you win a fight like this, now the victory doesn't look all that impressive, right? So what did Tommy tell us going into this fight? He's not on my level, I'm going to knock him out. Well, what can you say about the performance now that it is likely going the distance?
It hurts Tommy Fury way more what's going on right here, because he's supposed to be the professional. He's supposed to have the legacy. He's supposed to, you heard Chris for the fight, he's got to take it to another level. This is not doing that. There's Michael Venom Page, ringside.
If I'm KSI, I go for broke.
If I'm Tommy Fury, I go for broke.
KSI really has nothing to lose, in my opinion, here. Tommy's not going to knock him out, in my opinion.
Time is a ticket, and I just can't figure out why Tommy never figured out how to connect with KSI when he put his head to the right. KSI lands a right. Tommy trying to bat him off with a half minute to go in the final round. John Fury said that Tommy would basically be excommunicated from the family if he lost this fight. It might be a lonely Christmas for Fury if this keeps up for KSI. Logan Paul cheering his prime partner on. And that will do it. Has KSI pulled off the stunner, or did Tommy Fury get the job done? If you ask me, and I think you just did, I'm going to give this to KSI. I think it was 3-3, but you take the point deduction, I think KSI wins the fight.
I think I may agree with you, and that is hard to believe.
And if you may recall, there was 2 points deducted from Logan Paul when he fought KSI, which is why KSI beat him in their fight way back when. Could a point deduction rue the day for Tommy Fury?
And by the way, even if Tommy wins this decision, to me, this is a moral victory for KSI.
100%.
And a moral loss, if you will, for Tommy Fury.
And we know that both guys are very proud, as is KSI. And this thing started in really cool fashion. You had the car, you had the music, you had the rapping, you had the singing, you had all of the... And then when it started, it was like one man, Ariel, wanted to do one thing. The other one said, I'm doing this. And it was almost a stalemate for 6 rounds.
Yeah, I wish we saw a little bit of more boxing. That was a huge mistake by Tommy Fury, and honestly, you could have made a case that he would have lost a couple of points due to those mistakes. Those are amateur mistakes there. A game against a man that people consider an amateur in KSI. He did not look as good as he did back in Riyadh. This is a step back in terms of his maturation.
It is very much up in the air on which man won the fight, but remember, a point was deducted, and that's a big, big deal in a really close fight. Well, ladies and Chris, I don't know if either fighter is going to be ecstatic with their performance here tonight, but for KSI, you talk about the whole event, it was amazing, but he wanted this to be a showcase for his boxing skills. And I don't think that was showcased by the style of fight that it was. Well, Tommy Fury has told us all along, I've been fighting since I was a baby. My whole life I've been fighting. He was supposed to win this in fairly dominant fashion. The fact that he didn't, either way, didn't win it dominantly, speaks kudos to what KSI has been able to accomplish. This is a hobby for KSI, for goodness sakes. And he may have just beaten a member of the Fury family. Yeah, it's a hobby that he takes very, very seriously. And no matter what this decision is, the future for both, I think, is very much up in the air. If KSI gets the decision, this place will explode. There is Tyson Fury. Doesn't look too confident, does he? No, he does not. He said in his interview, you have to respect everybody. You can't take anybody lightly. And I don't think Tommy Fury took KSI lightly. I just don't think he had the right game plan. All right, Michael Buffer has the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards after 6 rounds of boxing. Rafael Ramos scores about 57. 57, he has it even. Roberto Ramirez and Joel Elizondo scored about 57. 56 to the winner by majority decision, Tommy.
To be honest with you, I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked. Logan Paul can't believe it. Hell, KSI is dumbfounded that he was deducted a point and still somehow won enough rounds to get the majority decision. I don't agree with it. I just don't agree with it. Let's not act like KSI dominated this fight. No, he did not do it. It was even. It was very even. The punch statistics show that, but the judges apparently thought Tommy Fury was 1 point better. It goes back to the old adage, no matter what sport you're talking about, that goes to scorecards. Never leave it in the hands of the judges, because quite frankly, you just never know what's going to happen.
That a decision wasn't enough, that you had to stop him. Does this feel like a loss?
Listen, a lot went up in the build-up. I couldn't use my right hand for 6 weeks, and I'm not an excuse maker. I couldn't use my hand for 6 weeks, and the reason why I'm so emotional is because I'm changing my family's life. Fight by fight, I'm changing my little daughter's life. I'm a little kid out of Salford who's doing well, and I'm trying.
Did you think you had done enough to win the fight before they read the scorecards?
What's that?
Did you think you did enough to win the fight before they read the scorecards?
Listen, I fought my heart out in there. I fought my absolute heart out, and that's all it can do. I said from day one, there'll never be another Tyson Fury. I'm just trying to be the best Tommy Fury that I can be.
And so ultimately, what did you make of his performance? Did he surprise you at all? Did he look better than you thought he would?
Listen, he's an awkward man. He's very awkward. I'll give him that. But at the end of the day, I got the victory tonight. We're 10-0. And like I said before, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for his victory tonight. Amen. Jesus Christ.
What did you say to him after the fight?
I haven't spoken to him after the fight. Listen, at the end of the day, a lot of shit went up in the build-up. It's what it is. He goes his way, I go mine. I'm done with all this shit, all this crossover shit. I'm not a part of that. I'm here to fight, and we're going to the next challenge now.
So you're done? No Jake Paul rematch? No Logan Paul? No nothing? You're going back to traditional boxing?
No, definitely not, mate. I'm done with the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit. On to the next challenge. Any of the Pauls want it, I welcome with open arms. Let's get it on, because guess what? Manchester, we can't be defeated.
Congratulations, Tommy Fury and you, KSI. KSI, your thoughts after that
Robbery. It's a robbery, bro. How many jabs did he land? How many jabs did you land? You didn't get hardly any shots off. Huh? And you got a point off as well.
I'll tell you one thing. He can land 2 right hands around, but I was pushing the pace, I was throwing the shots, and I was the one put
You weren't landing. You weren't landing. You weren't landing. Look at your face. Look at your eyes. Huh? Look at you. Look at you. I don't know. I understand. I'm the YouTuber and you're the boxer. You have to win. I understand. It's all good. Huh?
You're so losing, back to YouTube, bro.
Okay, KSI, would you want a rematch? Would you like a rematch?
Yes. This is, no, I'm sorry. No, this isn't, oh, robbery, though. I can't be asked.
Which rounds do you think you won decisively? Do you remember?
1 to 3 and a point off. How do I lose a 6-rounder? Unreal.
He said before the fight that a decision win over you is a loss to him. Are you surprised that he is so happy to win a decision?
He's the man that's meant to be the pro boxer, and he wants a split decision or majority decision. No, it's outrageous, man.
And I have to ask you about the shots to the back of the head.
Bro, the amount of times he hit me in the back of the head, so many times. And the referee gave only 1 point, and he kept doing it over and over.
You think he was doing that on purpose?
Yes,
trying to hit you?
of course, trying to fuck up my equilibrium. And he was just grabbing me. Oh, man. I'm sorry, it's outrageous.
What do you want to do now? What is your plan? Do you want to still box?
We're gonna appeal. I want to appeal, bro. I'm sorry. That is outrageous. We did see it again.
And you want a rematch?
I felt like I won that.
Thank you, KSI. Guys, intense scene here. Back to you, Tom.
Obviously, a very frustrated KSI. He used the word robbery, which a lot of people like to throw around in the world of boxing. I wouldn't call it a robbery, but it was certainly controversial, and I can see why KSI felt that he was done wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't a robbery, but I think everybody was surprised because of that point.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Fury has beaten KSI on the biggest crossover card the world has ever seen.
Yo, what's up?